Okay, gang, we're back with Crash of the Titans with Mr. Fantastic against Doctor Doom. You know how we're gonna do all this here. So Doctor Doom is a black, blue, and purple user. Uh, at one point in time, his character had only two abilities, but then a purple ability was added, and you can tell that Doctor Doom was a character from an older point in Marvel Puzzle Quest because all of his abilities cost between 9, 9 and 12. So his black ability is it costs 12, and what it'll do, it will convert some number of red basic tiles and transform them into red attack tiles. And then we know how attack tiles work. At the end of Doctor Doom's turn, there's going to be damage dealt to us. Alright, his blue ability, Technopathic Strike, this costs 9, and what it'll do, it'll convert some number of blue tiles to black, and you can see the synergy where blue feeds into black. And then finally, the purple ability, Diabolical Plot, this costs 10. Passively, at the start of Doctor Doom's turn, he will create a purple trap tile that it doesn't do anything. It's just a purple trap tile. And if Doctor Doom gets 10 purple, then he will remove all the Diabolical Plot trap tiles on the board. He'll deal a base amount of damage plus however many of those trap tiles that he destroyed. So an example would be if the base damage is 3,000 and each additional trap tile is like, I don't know, 200 or so, and you have 5 of those trap tiles on the board, it'll do the 2,000 plus, 500 times 2. I mean, well, whoops, it's 200 times 5. I forgot my math already. And then Doctor Doom's affiliation is villains. And then going against him is Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards. Affiliations are Fantastic Four, Heroes, and I think that's it. He's a blue, yellow, and black user. Blue is flexibility. This costs 8, and what it does, it will stun the target for some number of turns. Since we have a level 5, it's going to be 3 turns. Now, if there happen to be any special tiles on the board, and we have at least 4 special tiles on the board, then we're going to deal damage to Doctor Doom. So notice it says for every 4 special tiles that you have on the board. So if we have 8 special tiles, it'll do 12,000 damage. Well, 13,000 damage, thereabouts at least. But remember, flexibility, guaranteed stun, you get additional effects, if you have special tiles on the board. Friendly special tiles, in fact. Master of Fantastic, this is his passive healing ability. Anytime that we match an enemy strike, attack, or protect tile, right? Or just any enemy special tile, then we're gonna get a burst of health back. And then if we match at least 4 enemy special tiles, then he'll fire off a random ability at no cost, and then you'll be able to do that there again. At higher levels, again, more burst health. And finally, his black ability, Imagine Not. This costs 10. It creates a 2-turn fortified repeater tile that does, something random at the end of each countdown of the repeater tile. So it could either create strike, attack, or protect tiles, it could create charge tiles, it could lock tiles on the board, uh, generating AP, whatever the case might be. So it's a random ability that will do random things. All right. Ideally, we'd want Imaginaut to give us, strike attack projectile so that we can fire off our flexibility and, do damage to Doctor Doom. Alright, for lesser equipped Mr. Fantastics, the strategy is this here. Let Doctor Doom get black. Literally, let him get black. Let him put those attack tiles on the board. Match the attack tiles. You have a coin flip chance of either activating either Imaginaut or activating flexibility. If you activate flexibility, congratulations, Doctor Doom played himself. If it happens to be Imaginaut, well, you'll get enough AP to hopefully fire off flexibility, and hopefully Imaginaut's randomness will put some, special tiles on the board. As far as boosts go, boost blue, boost black, whatever. Um, Again, what I do, I'm going in with team up boost because again, they don't affect the fight, and also too, we got to get those milestones done. As I always do, I'm gonna hush so we can at least implement the strategy. Well, that was rather anticlimactic to say the least. With all those match fives and cascades and all that there that we got. Again, will this here happen with your fight? Probably not. I mean, if it does, I, I'm like, man, you got pretty insane cascading skills, or the the odds were in your favor. So now, as far as to pair Mr. Fantastic up with, say, two of his natural partners that we used to use back in the day. One is 4-star Carnage, though you can also use the 5-star version as well, because the 5-star version makes enemy attack tiles at the start of each turn, minimum of 4, I believe, and then he'll make an auto match, and then we'll create a strike tile on the board whenever the auto match is done. So if you flood the board with enough special tiles with Carnage, then you'll be consistently healing, at least with the enemy special tiles. I mean, enemy attack tiles at least. And then with Medusa, well, we all know about about Medusa shenanigans with Resilient Queen. Like anytime um, we're we our or our special tile or strike attack protect tiles are matched away, we're going to be healing. And then anytime that there's an enemy strike attack or protect tile matched away, we're going to be gaining AP. And and one of the colors that either Mr. Fantastic or Carnage will be using. So there you go. And I think here, was there anybody else who used to pair up Mr. Fantastic with? Not really, but I mean, if you got characters that love to flood the board with special tiles, I mean, by all means, go for it with Mr. Fantastic. Especially with his blue. His blue is pretty solid, even though there are much better blues in 5-star land. I mean, 4-star land. Well, even in 5-star land too, but specifically Polaris and of course Iceman and Gamora as well. Black, hey, it's random, so you can find some use to that there. And then again, the yellow, hey, anybody that's putting out any enemy special tiles, again, good for, goons or whatnot. If you can match away their special tiles and then get, free power to activate. So, okay, enough of me rambling. We got Hawkeye, Ronin, coming up in the next 4 days, 14 hours at least of this recording here. Tomorrow we have Welcome to Shield with Gore the God Butcher, so we'll be talking about him and maybe Thor Love and Thunder. I'm not really sure, but we'll definitely be talking about Gore the God Butcher, the character, not the the character in the movie. Not gonna do a PvP video tonight because I'm gonna be quote unquote relaxing, so I'll do it there on downtime. Be excellent to your fellow human beings, and again, we'll catch you in tomorrow's video with Gore the God Butcher. Peace.